discussion because I've done them with you. How do you do one, Elijah?
You do I wonder question like you say I wonder something like that.
I wonder something like that.
I like the I wonder game because you get to ask questions, and when you ask a question, there's always an answer.
I wonder why some people don't care about any children.
I wonder why some people don't care about kids whatsoever.
I wonder why some people put kids at risk.
At risk? That's a good term. What you're discussing isn't something that most people think that kids can do.
When you get an answer, you learn something. I like to learn. I'm like a learning magnet.
The good teachers, the great teachers, the star teachers have ability to relate to kids. You can't teach somebody how to relate to the kids. They have to come with that.
Say that we had just read Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Basically, it was a case of breaking and entering, wasn't it? Yeah. Wouldn't she be arrested in your neighborhood? Heck yeah. I don't care if she had blonde hair or not.
What I mean by a star teacher is somebody who can teach in a district that might be failing, or even in a school that might be failing, but their class is succeeding.
I'm interested in what you'll do with this. You'll see after I read it. I'd have my board out and my marker and thinking of forming a question. You know, I wish they'd give me all the kids that were kicked out of every school. And I wish I had a class and that's all it was. Just boys that were kicked out of school. That'd be my favorite class. 9-year-old John Clem ran away from his Ohio farm to join the 3rd Ohio Regiment of the Union Army. They made him a tiny uniform and sawed off a shotgun so he could have a weapon. The reason why I understand kids that are behaviorally challenged is because I was. James and I had something in common. James had a really bad temper. I did too in 4th grade, and he got me in a lot of trouble. What school system did with me is suspend me and then send me home, and my mother would lose her job. And so I went from school to school. And with me, I built a community where it's non-negotiable. No one's going anywhere.
We build community by helping each other. Like if somebody don't get it, we help them out.
We don't laugh, we roll our hands to show them that we're supporting them. You can do it.
It's very fun having friends when something is not going good.
To you, man. Keep it up, all right?
Most teachers try to avoid problems. Star teachers expect that, enjoy it.
I'm gonna give everybody time. I wonder why some people. Everybody's gotta have one. Gotta have it written down. I'm traditionally sent what are perceived as the worst behavioral problems in any school I've ever been to. Write it down.
Other teachers, they didn't like me. I used to get suspended all the time. I had a lot of behavior problems.
They'll get in my face as much as they can. And when they finally figure out who I am, and that I understand who they are, and that I like them anyway, then they're fine. Kiwana, what's yours?
I wonder why some people let a little kid carry a gun.
That's fantastic. That was fantastic.
I'm a different person. And Mr. Smith made me feel special.
Why don't you get up on your chair? Put your arms out. Put your heads up. Heads up. One head up. And say in a very loud voice, I'm a very smart boy.
Wait. Now, what'd you say?
I'm a very smart boy.
I'm a very smart boy.
Good. Nice job. The funny thing about my class every year is they always test higher than the other classes. I always get the most behavioral challenge class, and yet their behavior is the best at the end of the year. And I think it's because I include the kids in the decisions that I can include them in. Landra came up with this idea of doing America's Next Great Math Problem like America's Next Great Top Model. So Landra plays Tyra Banks.
They make decisions every day about what we'll study next, what we do next, what choices we have.
People put clothes down in the basement of my apartment that they don't want anymore, and I got her a skirt, and that is lovely.
Do I look like Dr. Seuss?
Do the catwalk. Let's see what you look like. Come on, girl.
Work it!
Work it.
Work it!
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Nicely done. Nicely done.
He makes it look so easy. The naive observer doesn't appreciate what he's created in that room.
Do you think that it was just something that happened when we walked through the door? How did we do it? Malik?
We respect each other and we know each other because of you.
This is like a secret cave. No one knows about it. And then you walk in and you never want to leave.
They're part of a school where teachers and students don't relate to each other this way. What we saw is not what's going on in the other rooms.
We are the children. I started teaching sign as a volunteer here at my son's school. I wanted to do something for the kids.
Because my class, they said, is well contained, I'm the one that they put her with.
When I came here, I was truly amazed at what I saw. There's a choice we're making. They're so ready to take on whatever challenge and whatever information it is you're trying to deliver to them. We're saving our own lives. Good. Give ourselves a hand.
And if you look at the other two fourth grade classes, they're a big, hot mess. And it's because there's no community. And the teachers scream at the kids, and the kids scream back. And they all want to be in here, because I don't yell. I'm not smiling. Where should you be right now?
He didn't want to be yelled at, so he doesn't yell at us.
Where were you supposed to be?
Instead of yelling, he makes a joke out of it. And we laugh and we don't get upset and yell back.
Everybody give him a real silent little support and a little teary sniffle. I know he's very moved, Joe Carr. I'm moved with you.
Doug doesn't see 29 kids. He sees 29 individuals. He knows their names, he knows their parents, he's visited many of their homes.
My most favorite thing to do, more than any of my hobbies or hanging out with my friends, is to sit in here with them and talk to them. It's my favorite thing. Oh no, he wants famous move that he does that he doesn't know how to do. He fell over. Frank is scaring me. Look at Frank. Lexus says, ooh, baby.
He knows what they're interested in, what they're afraid of, the foods they like, the music they like.
In 18 years of teaching, you guys are my favorite class.
He has these little bits and pieces with different kids, these personal relationships. There was one kid, he wanted Doug to get him glasses so that he could whip them off.
What one do you want to talk about right now? Kids with guns? All right. I wonder why some people give kids guns.
He talks to them as equals in the sense that if he makes a mistake, he just tells them.
By doing that, I opened up a space in the room for everybody to be wrong, because if the teacher is wrong and the teacher can admit they're wrong, then everybody can. And why are you not having your hand up, Zaria? Because I'm not understanding. How many times have you heard me say, I don't know, or I don't know? Does anybody know? A lot, right?
It's something I was thinking.
Do you think that that's how little people value kids? I don't know.
Learning is a process of trying and making mistakes. If you're not willing to try and make mistakes, you're not in a learning situation.
Frank.
I think that, what if it was like a 4-year-old that had a gun and then he doesn't know how to work it or something and then he shot himself? That's what I was thinking.
These are the teachers that believe that success in school is explained by effort, not ability.
You're having a really good day, Frank. And when you're good, your brain, what you do is amazing. That's why I get frustrated when you don't. Thank you, Frank. You can ask until you understand.
I probably asked him more than once, like 5 times, to repeat it over and over again.
Okay, are you going to multiply the 8 by 12 to get to 24?
No.
No. Now do you get our drift?
He wouldn't ignore you. He would just keep trying and trying. He would not give up until you got it.
What might you do? Nobody's got an idea? If I'm going to teach about fractions, how are you going to use it in your life? If I'm going to teach about measurement, why do you need to know it? Remember how we were talking that if you ask a kid, do you want 1/58th of a pizza or do you want 1/2? Yeah. What do they say when they don't know fractions?
1/58.
Why do they say 1/58?
Because they think it's bigger.
Because it sounds larger.
It sounds larger. You are so smart. That's why I need you always in the lessons, Joe Carr, which is what I told your mom today. You are a gift.
Really great teachers are willing to take accountability for how well these kids do.
Because I had a teacher in 5th grade who told me I was stupid in math, before I taught, I got my master's in teaching of math because I knew that if I wasn't comfortable, I'd transmit my dislike and insecurity with math.
When you do math, you add food to it and you make teaching more fun.
Can you laugh and learn at the same time? Yes.
Really great teachers don't see themselves as part of the criminal justice system. They see themselves as educators, not moralistic enforcers of compliance.
Oh! I like this game too because the best players are girls. And the boys think they are, but they're not. The kids are aghast if someone's disrespectful to me. And it's because I've paid my dues by being respectful to them. Whoa! Rakita! Rakita Lee! I go like this to you, like this. Man, you got a mean move. This is a champion. You beat all the 4th and 5th graders. I'm so proud of you. And they know that I'm not going to suspend. So all those cards that other teachers have that they could play, I don't have the deck. One more argument, the game's done. Do it over. One more argument. I do it completely on mutual respect. And if they'd make a mistake, the crowd will take care of that. You're out.
He watches.
Everybody in the class loves the teacher, and if you do something wrong, the class will pretty much not like you.
And I won't have to really do much of anything except talk quietly to the child about it once it's over. And then the child knows that I'll shake their hand and it's a whole new thing.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If you believe it's a matter of life and death for the kids, it changes everything you do.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
And it is a matter of life and death. Because if you drop out of school, you have no chance to ever have a decent job or health insurance or live in a safe neighborhood or have your own kids go to a school that's any better than the one that you went to.
And Tehran. You're such a good kid, Tehran. I just love you.
I was in the hallway and Mr. Smith, he asked me how is it in my old class. And I said, terrible. It's hard to learn. They scream, they yell, they fight. He said, how about tomorrow you come in my room? Well, my mom talked to Mr. Smith and she said, thank you for rescuing my son.
Most teachers serving the 7 million kids in poverty, their expectations for their students are about 1 story high. They have 2 goals for the kids. Get a job, stay out of jail. You don't have to spend 6 hours a day for 13 years if that's your only goal.
So we're watching Tehran teach. I'm going to stand by you because I know that you're feeling his pain.
Doug has unlimited expectations, and the kids sense that. The kids know that he believes in them.
Okay. 2 times what equals,
Oh, he's trying to get the audience to
Okay,
vote. What would make me supremely happy would be to stay with my class for the rest of my life until they got through high school. You can form such a supportive community that the kids won't drop out.
Taylor. Thank you. And our answer is 6/24. I'm just gonna get more and more smarter. Soon I might be like a scientist or something, or a teacher. Mr. Smith said I might be a great teacher.